My name is Emmanuel Kiner, and I'm going to speak to you today about the need for foster care in South Carolina. Foster care is a way of providing a family life for children who cannot live with their own parents for one reason or another. So when we look at the Bible about this situation, the Bible tells us in Psalms, give justice to the weak and the fatherless, maintain the right of the afflicted and destitute, rescue the weak and the needy, and deliver them from the hand of the wicked. This is said in Psalms 82, verse 3 and 4. The Bible tells us to care for those children, the weak and the fatherless, take them from the wicked. So for some kids, they don't have a parent who tucks them into bed every night, kisses them on their forehead and prays for them, or packs their lunch and sends them on their way to school happy. Some children have wicked parents. They have either been abused or neglected or abandoned, and that's why they're in foster care. I know this for a fact because my stepchildren, they weren't lucky enough to have a mom like that. They're actually in foster care right now. So my stepdaughter, she was placed with a great foster home. Her foster mother and me are actually very close now. We talk a lot, and me and my husband, we go to church with them every Sunday, and we just went to our first service last Sunday, and it was wonderful. We all got to worship as a family, and it brought us to tears. So my stepdaughter formed a godly family with them. She has gotten to know certain things that she never thought was possible. She never knew she could do gymnastics, and she also never knew that she was able to do cheerleading. She was held back. So because of that, her education has suffered, her mental health has suffered, and she's growing now that she's been out of the situation that she was in. But me and my husband are trying to get full custody now. But her foster mother has grown to know her like a real mom, and she's in a sense taken the place to step in and help my stepdaughter with her education and teach her all about the love that God has for her. And she goes to church every Sunday and every Wednesday, and that's something I could only have hoped for her. So my stepson, he's 14. He's in a group home right now. A lot of foster families don't want teenagers. They see that as damaged goods, that they're already way too far damaged for them to be a part of normal functioning society. They don't see that you can heal them. And I mean, you can heal anybody, my age, your age, whatever. With God's help, we all in a sense can be forgiven and healed. Just have to go with the flow. So I want to do a little math here, okay? So in South Carolina, we have about 4,000 children that are removed from their homes. And we also have 2,500 foster families. I mean, that's a lot of foster families, right? But here's my last question. Where are the 1,500 other children supposed to go? If we don't have enough foster homes for them, where do they go? So, from my understanding that I have, I've asked my stepdaughter's foster mother, and, I've done a little research on my own, looking on South Carolina DSS websites. And it turns out that these children are either pushed into foster homes that are already at max capacity. So they're only licensed to take like one child, and instead they have 3 children in the home. Or they're put into group homes. And I don't know if you know anything about group homes, but they have like 8 children, 8 or 9, in one home with 2 parents. Then there's the other ones that's a little sad. They get sent upstate, about 3 or 4 hours away from their siblings. And so instead of having a visitation like my stepchildren, who are just down the road from each other, these children barely get to see each other And essentially that severs the complete family bond that they had, the last bit of their family bond. So, in a sense, if we were to take one person from every church that is in South Carolina, we're just looking at South Carolina today, if that one family was to decide, hey, I want to foster, then the complete foster orphan epidemic, ordeal, but it wouldn't be at all anymore. It would be non-existent. To be a foster parent, you do have to go through a process, and you can always talk to your local CPS about it. But essentially, you don't have to have a bunch of money. You don't have to have a big fancy home. All your rooms in your house can have children in them. As long as you put a boy and a girl together, you're good, and you have enough space for them. So, if you have love in your heart and you feel the need that God has put something in your heart that says, look, I have more love to give, and these children need that kind of love. And these children, like I said earlier, they've been abused, they've been neglected, and they've been abandoned. They could use that love every day. My stepdaughter did. So if you have any feelings towards this video, if it just kind of pulls at your heart just a little bit, then if you would just reach out to your local DSS or CPS office, maybe look into becoming a foster home. Take care of the weak and the fatherless, like the Bible tells us to do. Look into taking a child from the wicked and showing them how much love they stand to know in this world. And remind them that God did not forget them, that He never will. Thank you.